Hi everyone. If you're wondering why I'm in my bedroom when this is a cooking video, it's because I had to film the intro a few days later because I was looking not so great. But anyways, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make, what did I make? Oh yes, I'm going to be showing you how to make Caribbean chicken with a mango avocado salsa, and it came out really well and I was really happy with how it turned out. But anyways, yeah, without further ado, let's just show you what I made and then yeah, let's just jump right in. So I'm going to start by taking 4 whole chicken legs, which I have already washed thoroughly, and I'm going to cut them in half right where the leg meets the thigh and then place those aside. Take 1 orange, which I cut in half, and I'm going to squeeze the juice out of both of those oranges right on top of the chicken. Then using the finest side of my grater, I'm going to zest my lime. If you have a microplane though, feel free to use that. I would have much preferred that, but I don't know where mine went. And using that same lime that we used to zest, I'm just cutting it in half, and then I'm going to squeeze the juice out of that as well. Afterwards, I'm going to move on to seasoning the chicken, which I'm going to use salt and pepper, and then I'm going to go in with cumin, and I used about 2 tablespoons. And honestly, after I put all the seasonings in, after all was said and done, I ended up going back and adding more. So do it more to taste, but 2 tablespoons is roughly the amount I used for the whole recipe. Then I went in with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, soy sauce, honey, and minced or diced garlic. I just used 1 from a jar, but you can just mince your own garlic. They both will work just the same. Then I went in with powdered ginger, and I was pretty generous, and I'll be even more generous later, which you won't see because it'll be off camera. And I went in with pepper flakes, and I used 2 tablespoons of that as well. Then we're just going to go in with our clean bare hands and give that all a good mix. And then I'm going to set that aside to marinate for about 30 minutes or overnight if you prefer. And then right before I went to bake it, I put it in a glass pan. I didn't line it or grease it or anything. And at an oven preset to 350, I baked that for 45 minutes to an hour, basically until it was done. Next, I took 2 mangoes, and part of this footage got deleted by accident, so that's why you're seeing it already chopped. But basically, I just sliced off the mango from around the seed, and then I went in with my knife, and I kind of did like a crisscross pattern on the mango, as you see me doing there. But I don't go all the way to like go through the skin, because afterwards I'm going to take a spoon and glide it underneath the skin and that like mango meat just along, as you see, and that is going to create your dices without it being like a whole bunch of extra work. The easiest way I could think of to do it, at least. I hope what I said kind of made sense. Well, anyways, you can see it, so you can see what I'm doing, but let's just move on to the avocado. I'm going to cut them in half down the center all along, and then I'm going to remove the seed, and I'm going to do the same thing for both of them. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it the same way we did that mango, where I scored it horizontally and then I cut it diagonally, and then I use that spoon to scoop out all the meat so that it already had like those dices when it came out in the easiest way possible. But yeah, and then we're going to add that to the same bowl that we have our mango in and move on. Next, I'm going to take a red onion and I'm going to cut it down the center of the root, and then I'm going to peel it off and clean it up. And then we're only going to need to use half, so your other half, wrap it up, put it in the fridge, throw it out, don't care what you do. Actually, that's a lie. I do care. Do not throw it out. Do not waste food. But anyways, you don't need it, so you can put it away. And then I'm just going to dice the onion. So I went in and made horizontal slices towards the root, and then I made those slices across it without hitting the root for both ways. And then I just diced it into like a pretty small fine dice. And then I'm going to take one lime and I'm going to roll it and then cut it in half, and like rolling it will help get like those juices out of it easier when you go to squeeze it. Next, I'm going to just season the mango avocado salsa and you'll be done with it. And I go in with salt and pepper, but then I opted to go in with sea salt instead of the regular salt, but it honestly doesn't make that big of a difference. I just happen to have both and I want to use both, so I did. And I also seasoned it with some paprika, and then I gave that a real good stir, and then I just set that aside in the fridge and then let that like marinate and soak in all those seasonings while we finish up the rest of the meal. So this is my finished chicken, and I just want to show you a close-up of what it looked like. And I baked it in all of that marinade that was left over and that 1 cup of chicken stock, and we're about to make use of that by making a gravy to go with the chicken. So the first thing I do is go in with 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt over a medium-high heat. And then I'm going to make a slurry in the meantime using 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water, and I mix that up in a bowl separately. I added about a tablespoon of that hot cooking liquid just to temper it, and then I'm just going to set that aside until we're ready to use it. Then I'm going to add all the cooking liquid to the pan, and then I'm going to start to whisk it as it heats up, and I'm going to slowly pour in that slurry. I don't want to stop whisking as I pour that slurry in, or else it's going to congeal and it's not going to blend really nicely. But I'm just going to keep whisking that on that medium-high heat until it thickens, and I will check it with my spoon as you see me doing there. And if I think it needs a little bit more, I'll make more slurry or add in a little bit more until I get that consistency that I want. And I basically just want to coat the back of the spoon but still be able to see the spoon through it. I just prepared some basic white rice to go with it, but feel free to do brown rice or quinoa or whatever floats your boat. And that completes the meal. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope this recipe was easy enough to follow and you got some tips. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed how to make that Caribbean chicken mango avocado salsa dinner. And I really like showing you the videos in the process of which I'm making them, so that way if you want to make them at home and you're making those side accompaniments to the meals, you know exactly what to start so that everything finishes at the same time. And I hope that makes it helpful for you guys watching at home too, if any of you guys ever try to make any of the things I make. But I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you want to see me cook next. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!